Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. We've got Lula with us. I didn't realise she was asleep in here, so she's appeared. Oh, was she sleeping? Okay, let's do a reading. Witch's Tarot. She's having a long stretch. She's rolling on the floor. Well, she's laid out, stretched out on the floor. Okay. The time was 1444. 1444. Let's see what's on the cards today. Oh, we've got the World card. We'll read this card. The description's good. It talks about the Fool up in the corner. Let me read this card. It's the last card of the tarot. It's the last card of the major arcanas. The 22nd card of the major arcanas. So 0 being the Fool and the World being card number 21. The World card symbolises the end of the Fool's travels and a culmination of all the cards before it. So, a culmination of all the cards before it, all the readings I've done. Okay, that's quite a lot of them. He has worked his way through the mysteries of the major arcana and has found completion. The Fool is shown in the upper left-hand corner. He is older and wiser now that he has completed his magical journey. In the other three corners of the World card, we have representations of the gifts he has acquired while on his expedition. In the upper right-hand corner, a golden eagle soars through the sky. The eagle stands for the gifts of intelligence, courage, and confidence. In the lower right, we see an adult male lion. The lion signifies the gifts of strength, passion, and rebirth that the Fool has now obtained. In the lower left-hand corner is a powerful stag. So I picked up on that energy yesterday, the stag energy. The stag symbolises pride, poise, and I was going to say integration, it says integrity. Our wiser and older Fool can now easily put to use all of these skills both in his magic and in his daily life. The green man in the centre of the World card smiles out at us with foliage surrounding his face and branches crowning him. The branches coming from the top of the green man are a nod to the antlers of the horned god of nature. For witches, the green man is a beautiful and evocative representation or archetype of the awesome powers and magic of the natural world. It is a perfect representation for the final card of the major arcana, as the green man and the World card are both symbols of renaissance, rebirth, and regeneration. Okay, the meaning. When this card appears in a reading, it is a sign that spiritual lessons have been mastered. There is a sense of freedom and harmony to be enjoyed. Newly acquired knowledge, strength, and even spiritual understanding will now be put to good use. It may also symbolise successful completion of a project, a personal renaissance, or even strong and healthy spiritual connections between people and or coven members. There you have it then. When this card appears in a reading, it is a sign that spiritual lessons have been mastered. Look, I can take these. Okay. I just gave these a little elbow, so we'll use these. A nudge. a nudge in the right direction. Would you like to go out? I closed the door because I thought I was alone in here. Out you go. I'm not sure you can get downstairs though. I have closed that door as well. Okay, let's look at the Psychic Tarot. So, spiritual lessons have been mastered and can now be put to good use. I've got the card, thank you. Sacrifice. The Hangman. Powerful achievements are usually born as a result of great sacrifice. This card represents self-sacrifice and a time when you should look around your life to see what needs to be released. By surrendering and letting go, there will be more room to receive. The rewards for this are transformation, wisdom, gratitude, and enlightenment. So there has been a great sacrifice that's been made. This card represents self-sacrifice and a time when you should look around your life to see what needs to be released. This card signifies that there's a situation happening or about to occur in your life and you can't control the outcome. This would be a good moment to pause, rest, have patience, reflect and meditate. It would be wise to stand back so you can learn to look at events with a more understanding, intuitive eye. Try to view people, issues or problems from a different perspective. If you can achieve this, it will have a profound effect on your soul and your life. The Sacrifice card can also symbolise a period of transition and change. The solutions you seek may be slow in coming, for it could be necessary to live into the answers. Accept the things that you can't control, heal and leave the past behind, move towards your future and watch for new doors opening and paths that are being shown to you. Okay. I feel like there's a massive realisation that's gone on. We'll go to daily guidance from your angels. Just notice Magical Unicorns, a 44 card deck. I said the time was 14:44. I believe there might be 44 in here as well. How many cards do we have in this deck? A 44 card deck. And half of that is 22, and that's, although this is card number 21, it's a 22nd card of the Major Arcana. 21, backwards, look, 12. I feel that's the feminine leaving this trail. It's like you're walking through murky water, but you're leaving a trail. Daily guidance from your angels. 4 cards. Okay. Seeing as I'm drawn to the number 4 or 44, let's have a look at the 4 cards. Reward yourself. You've been giving a lot of yourself lately, and it's time for you to receive. Make the time to reward yourself in a meaningful way. This balance of giving and receiving is essential to keeping your energy, mood and motivation at a consistently high level. That's what we're looking for, is our mood to be at this consistently high level. I was talking about that yesterday. Next card. Acceptance. See yourself and others through the eyes of the angels with unconditional love and acceptance. In this way, you inspire and lift everyone to their highest potential. Okay. That really comes in with the Sacrifice card. The acceptance here. Next card, Play. Beloved one, it's time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry, we will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness, gaiety and laughter will lift your energy so that you'll return to work with a renewed perspective and heightened energy. Lots about this energy being heightened. Play. Trustworthy guidance. You've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. There's a masculine here receiving guidance. The Oracle of Shadows and Light. I'll get to the magical unicorns in a moment, after we've done this card. Right, so let's have a look and see what's really going on here. What's really going on? Ooh, didn't take long, did it? And then I've got a card that's landed on top. Ghosts of the past returns for a time. Now I feel this energy of the Divine Feminine here, like laughter, gaiety, fun, this consistently higher level of energy, of vibration. So the past returns for a time. This is about you receiving reminders. And so this masculine's receiving reminders of what it feels like. Remembering what it feels like to actually play, to have some fun. Card number 42. Ghosts of the past. At a masquerade ball, you see a beautiful young woman who has taken off her mask. The second she did so, people from her past invaded her party. Some are teachers, some are friends, and others are people she'd rather not see again. One reminds her of being sick once, and others remind her of many other challenging moments in her life. Why is this beauty surrounded by so many reminders at this present time? She speaks. All about me are ghosts of the past. Come here perhaps, so I can finally lay them to rest. I have taken off my mask, and I know who I am, while they are still wearing theirs, and still very much as I left them so long ago. It seems I must turn and face them, and make peace with them, perhaps even going over some old ground, before I can move on to fresh fields. I have an urge to put my mask on and mingle with them as I was, but I will not. I will be who I am now and meet them without pretense and show them who I have become. I am no longer afraid of the shadows in my past. I am at peace with all that I have been and all that I am. So this is a sacrifice. The Divine Feminine is at peace. Let's have a look at the divination message. Old friends, boyfriends, crushes, places and situations, or reminders of them, come up to remind you of either how far you've come or that there's still work to be done in areas you thought were long settled. We all have life themes and we all have challenges and patterns, but the trick is to move through them quickly and to learn from them permanently. These ghosts with masks are here to show you what or who needs an adjustment in your life. A clearing where you make peace with people you feel you may have wronged is in order. None of us is perfect. All of us need to forgive and to be forgiven. This is the cause of the indecision you are now facing. The ghosts of the past are haunting you. It's Judgment Day. and you are more powerful than you know. The time for hiding who you are and pretending to be normal and just like everyone else is done. Interesting. It's Judgment Day. The card that comes before the Well card is Judgment, or sometimes called like the Last Judgment. She's trying to get back into the room, but I've closed the door. Sorry, I didn't mean to misjudge that, putting it down. Okay, let's have a look at the other card. Card number 2, Fairy of the Divine Hand, Intoxication, Distorted View and Overindulgence. Card number 2. About the Fairy of the Divine Hand. If the Fairy of the Divine Hand has turned up in a reading, it is ever so likely you are being urged by friends, loved ones, or even your own self to more accurately estimate the power addictive behaviours and substances can have over you. You know how it is. You start having a piece of candy, some soda, maybe a little junk food, then before long you have more. It may be another habit, such as judging yourself or others way too harshly, thinking negatively, or giving up too early on exercise and good, healthy practices that you are indulging in. Gossip, too, falls under the Fairy of the Divine Hand's domain. While it can be wickedly delicious, it always leaves such a sour aftertaste. So when she shows up, know that the true gift she offers is awareness of what you're denying. Don't ignore Fairy of the Divine Hand. Thank her for pointing out your addictive tendencies, acknowledge their power, and then disengage and find support for living in clear, bright ways that don't leave you feeling drained, disoriented, and disenchanted. The Fairy of the Divine Hand speaks. I am here to reveal to you what will tempt you. It is delightful, this thing you are being offered, and surely a little won't hurt. I am Fairy of the Divine Hand, and I appear to you when you are blinded to what you must see. Come and truly examine what is being offered to you. Underneath this apparently harmless fun, spending, partying, distraction and temptation lie disorientation and fear, and things may appear to be quite different than how they truly are. But here, look and look closely. Do you begin to see what will take place if you continue down this path? If you sugarcoat the possibilities of where this may end, do not push down the feelings and warnings you have. Instead, come a little closer and look. Do you begin to understand that what seems such a small thing may indeed change lives? Take a moment, look, think, connect with your deeper wisdom. Decide whether you will join in with what is tempting you, or whether you will watch a while longer and make the wise decision instead. The divination message: stop and stop right now. Your intuition, your inner sight and clear vision is sending you a very clear warning. A red flag has just gone up, and this is the time to stop, to look and to listen before going forward. Your higher self, your clear sight, wants you to stop and think before simply taking this wonderful temptation someone is offering you. It may be in the form of a secretive relationship, junk food, alcohol at a party, sex before you're ready, or behaving in ways that are unsafe and disrespectful, speaking harmful words and thoughts that could scar people for a long, long time. This moment's indulgence could have long-term repercussions that could lead you away from well-being, clarity and harmony. You know when this temptation comes that you do not need to flee. You do not need to indulge. You do not need to curse and berate this lovely, very earnest fairy with her clear message to stop and truly look at what is taking place. You know you simply need to pause, be quiet, clear, and I know now that one of your fiercest addictions is seeking you out, and you are wavering, caught in its delirium. This is not an opportunity to escape. This is your chance to break free. Good afternoon, EL3. How are you today? Whew. Okay. Shall we look at the power of love? I feel a bit itchy. Let's have a look at these cards. Can we have a card, please? Satisfaction. You let the energy of love guide you to self-approval so that others no longer define who you are. What other people think of you is none of your business. You should never look outside yourself for acceptance or validation, because it sends the message that you don't trust your own soul's worth. When you are in a space of self-acceptance, you confirm to the universe that you are everything you are meant to be. Foibles and all. Is that how we say that? In this awareness, you are able to live freely and joyfully because you are not seeking validation through someone or something else. You can live your life and make choices out of love instead of fear. To enter this space, you must have the realization that your soul's makeup is divinely perfect. The limitations you've placed on yourself and your self-criticisms are usually based on giving away your power to another or seeking outside approval. The ego is judgmental and critical and filled with insecurities, while the soul is perfectly at ease and has come back here to enjoy a journey of self-discovery. One of the biggest traps in learning to be satisfied is comparing yourself to others. Remember that you have come back to an earth school made up of a myriad, I think that's how you say it, myriad souls and experiences. You aren't meant to be like anyone else. Love yourself for being compassionate. Love yourself for being the compassionate, unique person you are. Good afternoon, Moon Cookie. Happy Mother's Day Monday to you all. Oh, yeah, it was your Mother's Day yesterday, wasn't it? Good morning to the Channel of Love. Cheers, Lucy. Cheers, Moon Cookie. I can't get no. Yeah. Okay. The journey of love we're going to. I can't get no satisfaction. Let's have a look and see where you are on the journey of love. She loves. She loves you, yeah. 61. Okay. Forgiveness is here for you now. Can you partake of it? Forgiveness for your own self, for the times you messed up, you didn't love, you forgot to trust, tried to take over, and decided against surrender. Forgiveness is here for you now, for the times when you couldn't forgive another, even if you really tried and really wanted to. She loves. She is here for you now. Open your heart to the angel goddess of forgiveness and let her fill your heart. You are free. This oracle brings you a message from the divine. You are forgiven. You are worthy of forgiveness, and you are capable of great spiritual generosity in forgiving others. If there is a person that you cannot forgive, you are really just not forgiving yourself, perhaps for being vulnerable, for not knowing better, or for not listening to your own intuition. It's time to let that go and allow the forgiveness that the divine has for you to fill your heart. You are free now. You just need to realise it. The poem. The cherry blossom knows when to bloom each year and never questions whether its beauty is enough. There is peace in knowing you always bloom well, yet man spends a lifetime in wonder. That's interesting, isn't it? Yet man spends a lifetime in wonder. Let's get another card from him. The Mother Prays. We've had this card a few times. Heartfire, bottom of the deck. Anyway, the Mother Prays, card number 15. You are being watched over, and many beings are aware of your existence. They know that your heart and your soul are pure, even when you may doubt it at times, because after all, you are a divine being masquerading as a decidedly fascinating mixture of light and darkness. Sometimes you may not feel so pure. That's okay. The Mother prays for you, not because you are about to do something ridiculous and you might come to harm, but that you might not do something ridiculous and avoid living your full potential. She wraps you in waves of love, light and consciousness, that you may feel brave enough to live your life and not hold back from pursuing what is within your heart, and it says in brackets, or really letting it pursue you and giving in to its seduction. The Mother prays, so fear not, and just live your life. This oracle brings you guidance. Ask for help from the Divine Mother who loves you unconditionally. Ask each day. She wants to help you, and you have to ask for that help to empower her to do so. You have her great blessing. Okay, the poem. I love you, holding your breath in my kiss, your heartbeat in my arms. Driving home, I could see you sitting beside me, not with my eyes, but I knew you were there. Your beautiful legs crossed, your coat open and inviting. The soft scent of you brings a smile to my lips and to my heart, because I know you are still here. That's lovely. Okay, where do you want to go now? Been on for 28 minutes. Fairies. Fairies are everywhere. We've even seen them at work today. The fairies are present. Okay, we'll do some fairy cards. Oh, we've got the unicorns as well. Okay, won't forget about the unicorns. Where did my pussycat go? The door's open. I think she came back in. I've got the card, thank you. Oh, we've got two cards. The Two of Autumn. That's the Two of Pentacles. Bring fun into everything you do, juggling multiple priorities or jobs, and exceptional talent for multitasking. And we have the 4 Spring, the 4 of Wands. Be grateful, you have much to celebrate. Deep feelings of peace and happiness, a contented personal life. You can have it all and juggle it all quite easily. Let's see what else wants to come out of this day. The 4 of Summer. Being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity, taking someone or something for granted, discontented with life. Now all I see here is this little Cupid, it's like he's begging for forgiveness from the feminine. So a lot here about forgiving oneself. You are forgiven. It's like there's nothing to forgive. But it's like if you need forgiveness, then it's there for you. One more card from here. The King of Summer, the King of Cups. Honourable, devoted, mature, warm-hearted. A romantic partner you can trust. Excellent advice that comes from the heart. Getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavour. And the bottom of the deck, the Star. Look to the future with hope and optimism. The power of faith to move mountains. Happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. We're finished. No, we're not finishing yet. Okay. Magical unicorns. I'm not going into like too much of my own detail. It's because I don't really want to say I don't have the energy for it, but I really don't have the energy to explain and go into channeling like in that way today. So I'm just good to like read some messages. Hello and goodbye. You'll soon see that this change will make things better. Your life is changing and you may feel that you don't have much control. Yet you're safe and taken care of during this time of change. During your life you'll experience many changes. As you say goodbye to the old and hello to the new, you'll learn that change is a part of everyone's life. You may feel sad to say goodbye and you may feel afraid of what will happen in the future. This card tells you that new friends are coming your way. You aren't alone though, as you will always have old friends and current family members who love you and care about you. So please tell them about your feelings. Change helps you let go of anything you've outgrown. As you say goodbye to the past, you'll always keep the love and lessons you've learned safely within your heart. They're treasures that you'll always keep through your life. Say hello to new people, places and events that are coming to you. There's nothing to fear about your future. It's happy, bright and will be lots of fun. I mean, what else do you need? I mean, what more confirmation? The Star energy. Look to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. We'll go to the Oracle of the Fairies. It sounded like my cup pinged. I was thinking about having some of my coffee, but it sounded like, you know, when it goes like, oh no, maybe not that tone, that pitch. Sounded a bit higher than that. Oh, that was my teeth. Believe in magic. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. The fairy of the Northern Lights says you are part of nature, so you are magical too. You are part of nature, which means you are magical too. Okay, we'll get another one from there. Sacred Destiny we'll go to next. Okay, we're on a roll now. Journey. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes and pack your passport now. Bottom of the deck, lost and found. What was once lost is about to be found, thanks to the lost and found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never even realised were lost. It's like help us to find ourselves when we didn't even realise that we were so lost. Okay. I'm going to finish off this reading. Oh, Sacred Destiny. Yeah, we're going there. We're going to take these. All these, I haven't even got to the Sacred Destiny. There's the Sacred Destiny card. Doesn't look like we're going just yet. So let me put them on my lap. We'll work through them. Purity. First snow. Before the first snow, the earth is dark and cold. Fallen trees from autumn storms lay haphazardly atop the decaying leaves that cover the forest floor. However, when the first snow arrives, the darkness and decomposing soil are replaced by a purity that is light and bright. In the sunshine, the individual snowflakes atop the snowdrifts sparkle with crystalline light. Harsh sounds are muffled. There's quite some harsh sounds out there today. Harsh sounds are muffled. Sharp corners and rugged edges are muted. Everything feels fresh and new. Debris seemingly disappears beneath the pristine white landscape. Softly falling snow illuminates the environment in a diffusion of swirling forms. At night, in the light of the full moon, the first snow is glowing and serenely silent, turning everything into an enchanted fairy tale realm. In some mystical traditions, descending snow symbolises the transmission of knowledge from a higher plane, the heavens, to the lower planes, the earth, thus bringing purity to the earth. The sacred landscape wants you to know, no matter what has happened in the past, everything can be fresh and new again. The purity of your soul is shining through everything that you encounter. You are entering into a period of grace. Simply open your heart and know that the best is yet to be. The past does not need to equal the future. Your future can be and will be shimmering, sparkling and bright. Old limiting patterns are dropping away. Reoccurring challenges are releasing. This is a time of redemption, forgiveness and holy healing. The Secret. Let's have a flick through there. That will do. Okay. Many of us were taught to put ourselves last, and as a consequence, we attracted feelings of being unworthy and undeserving. As those feelings lodged within us, we continued to attract more life situations that had us feeling more unworthy and not enough. You must change that thinking. Okay, there's a quote here by, what's his name? Prentice Mulford. Undoubtedly to some, the idea of giving so much love to self was seen very cold, hard, and unmerciful. Still, this matter may be seen in a different light when we find that looking out for number one, as directed by the infinite, is really looking out for number two, and is indeed the only way to permanently benefit number two. Unless you fill yourself up first, you have nothing to give anybody. Therefore, it is imperative that you tend to you first. Attend to your joy first. People are responsible for their own joy. When you tend to your joy and do what makes you feel good, you are a joy to be around, and you are a shining example to every child and every person in your life. When you are feeling joy, you don't even have to think about giving. It is a natural overflow. That's a good message. Thank you. Let's get you an angel prayer. Let's have a look and see what angel prayer wants to come out. Balance. Thank you, angels, for bringing my life into balance. There's a card that's kind of spun round here. Can you see this one? Humility in reverse. You have developed the loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths. Humility. It was in reverse. Okay. Let's go to this balance card. Take time to balance out your life. You're trying to be everywhere at once, and you'll be feeling out of sync because of this. Taking time for yourself is an important step, but also balance out your work schedule and home life. When you slow down and create a schedule, you'll feel as though you have more time. The angels know how busy you are and that you like to do as much as you can. They are here to guide you to balance out your life because they know how tired and drained you feel trying to complete all of the tasks you have set for yourself. It's important for you to know what balance is and how much you can do without overexerting yourself in any way. You have the ability to balance out your home, work, family and social life so that you can feel strong, healthy and empowered. It says you have the ability to balance out your home, work, family and social life so that you can feel strong, healthy and empowered. We'll go to the Greek mythology cards. We've just got this stack of cards going on here. Okay. It's gone a bit chilly in here. Okay, I'm going to go out into the sunshine. I think that's best. How do I pronounce your name? Hygeia. Good health. We're touching on something here. Good health. Hygeia was a daughter of, are you serious? I've got to pronounce these words. Asclepius, a famed physician who could heal any condition. However, it is not enough to rely on medicine to correct that which ails the body, and the ancient Greeks called on her for good health as a way of life, not just for healing when things go wrong. General fitness was important too. Hygeia would also assist in the prevention of sickness through cleanliness and good hygiene. A hymn to Hygeia pointed out that delights such as children, wealth and love could only be enjoyed with her blessing. The serpent was a symbol of healing and health, and images of Hygeia often showed her holding a large snake which she fed from a bowl, demonstrating her caring nature. Hygeia seeks to encourage a healthy way of life which will support our ambitions, activities and peace of mind. So maybe think about detoxing, exercising or meditation to help your body manage the stresses of today's fast-paced life. Okay, let's finish with a Rumi message. Okay, right, let's do this. Let's do it, let's fall in love. Ooh, okay, cards flipped over. Divine Mother manifests. We had the Mother prays. Divine Mother manifests. The lion and the deer is on the back, on the reverse. Totally forgotten what words are. Okay, 15. We've had this card already. Well, this number card. What was 15? One of the cards were. I know that I saw it. The Divine Mother manifests. I've opened up to it straight away. Don't you just love it? Oh, you living in the world of 6 directions, accept the gloom and accept the bliss. For those seeds buried in the ground will one day grow into fruitful orchards. Rumi. We share her, this Divine Mother, you and I. We are her precious children. We are born through her love, and she shares in our losses and our gains, our tragedies and our triumphs. Her hair forms the galaxies, her thoughts become the stars. The sun is her own warmth, and her breath is felt upon this earth, causing the roar of the ocean waves. Her voice is heard in the call of the whales and the trill of the birds. She is all, nurturing life into existence. She is in my reaching for you, and she is in your acceptance of my divine hand. So the cards that came out were acceptance and the divine hand. Fairy of the divine hand. Acceptance cards there somewhere. Oh, there it is, I can see it. She is all, this great lady. Nothing lies outside of her sphere of influence and power, compassion and grace, and that includes you and your dreams, great and small, my angel of love. This oracle comes to you via the sacred grace and mercy of the Divine Mother, who is the great manifesting expression of divinity. All that is created, all that is made manifest, without exception, flows from her being. This is why it is safe to trust in life, even, most especially, the inexplicable mystery and even the darkness that may give rise to fear and judgment within us. It is all part of her unfathomable workings. So we pray for light, we pray for love, we honour and live our lives with its mysteries, with as much integrity as we can muster. But beyond that, it is best to participate in this life with much less certainty than the mind would have us believe necessary for inner peace. Inner peace doesn't come with understanding, it comes with trusting. Can we understand a star or a galaxy? Perhaps not. Yet we can choose to trust in its beauty and beingness, and from it derive great energy, hope, and inspiration. The ways of the Divine Mother are not to be judged by our limited standards, rather than can be witnessed, experienced, and received. What a relief to need, what a relief to not need to understand. What a relief to simply live with trust and know that everything will work its way out. Through those wise ways of the Divine Mother, there is a gift headed to you now. Will you receive it? That gift is one of manifestation, something you have been working towards, growing into, loving and dreaming of for perhaps a very long time, is finally coming to fruition. Perhaps you have caught a sniff of the aromas from the divine kitchen and know the meal is nearly ready and it smells delicious. Or perhaps you have already been a curious and naughty angel. You've poked your head through a door to the divine dining room only to be captivated by the candlelight dancing in reflection upon gleaming silverware and the subtle sounds of crystal goblets and finest china being laid down upon an exquisite dining table. Or maybe, dearest one, you have absolutely no clue what is about to happen. With your thoughts and attention so often turned to the past or future, you have yet to realise what is coming to life for you this moment. Perhaps you will not gain any advance notice. You will instead run smack into the middle of a dinner party hosted in your honour, and perhaps even feel unprepared, wondering if this morning's yoga attire is suitable for such a grand occasion. You are being asked to receive this gift completely and utterly, whether you feel sufficiently worthy or not, or appropriately and readily attired. It is time, and the bestowal of this gift is as it should be. Whether it seems to be in the best form, or how it should be according to your opinion, or the opinions of others, it is as the Divine Mother has accorded it to be. She has her wild ways, of course, and oftentimes her workings in the world are, to put it mildly, downright unfathomable. Yet somehow all things, all creations, all of life, her every working, serve love. You are one of her creations, and so is the imminent manifestation of your own heart truths. Live it, love it, receive it completely. It is yours, and meant to be so. This oracle comes with additional guidance for you. No matter whether or not things appear to be working out, they are, and you are held in the loving protection of the Divine Mother to keep you from straying from your highest path and divine destiny. There is work here for you to do upon this planet in your own unique way. It is the work of the Divine Mother, the work of love. So then allow her to care for you, even if you wonder what the heavenly minx is up to at times. Okay, I'm going to read the bottom of the deck, and then I'm going to be getting out of here. Okay. Hi Laurie. Hi, happy belated Mother's Day. DM has been showing more thoughtfulness when he texts. Usually just text now. Now he's taking time to find emojis to send. Never would in the past. I feel him changing. That's beautiful, Laurie. And she says, hi MC, I'm Moon Cookie. Hello Laurie, my dear. The Lion and the Deer. Card number 22. Okay. Comes in with that well card. 22. The lion and the deer. When you enter the garden of the heart, you become fragrant like the rose. When you fly toward heaven, you become graceful like the angel. If you get burned like oil, you become brilliant. When you become thin like hair in yearning, your joy leads the way. You'll be the kingdom and the king. You'll be paradise and the guardian angel. You'll be infidelity and you'll be faith. You'll be the lion and you'll be the deer. Rumi. You are the lion and the deer. You are bold, fierce and vibrant, and you are silent, sweet and gentle. If I should come to you in arrogance, you roar at me until my falsehood quakes in fear, so terrified it gives up the game and love's conquest happens yet again. If I should come to you in surrendered adoration, open to whatever you may wish, you are so gentle with me. Like a deer, you offer me nothing to fear or resist, so that I too become sweet and gentle, longing to submit to your tender ministrations. So then I do not fear my own errors, for even if I stumble into arrogance, I shall be made wiser by your magnificent roar and become humble. Even if I become weak, I shall draw succour, evoking the tenderness in you. Whatever is needed to keep me true to love, is what you give me. For you are the holy lion, proud and mighty, and the sweet deer, gentle as the mildest breezes of spring. Hello, my old friend, do you remember me? We are the oldest of friends, ancient soulmates we are, acquainted over many lifetimes past and through many lessons learned together in the school of love. So here we meet again in this advanced spiritual training of the human experience, with the earth as our classroom. The moment is upon us to leave behind what we have once known and to open up to the great mystery of life again. Our souls leapt from the divine oneness through the river of forgetfulness and now dive into a body and a life. What a journey that leap begins. Let us embark on this studious adventure together. Let us honour the tiger and the lamb within each other, the lion and the deer. I can witness in you both the raging warrior who fights with unbreakable honour, and the healer who brings together those things torn apart. Of course, for are we not all things? Are we not human and angel, animal and spirit? Are we not heaven and earth? Are we not divine? And in being divine, being all things are divine. So we are here together in the school of love, not for the soul who still adheres to preference instead of curiosity, not for the soul who craves comfort instead of devotion to divine adventure. We must be like lovers, you and I, if we are to take these lessons. We must be willing to become mad with passion, crazy enough to chase the great beloved, even if it means forgetting who we are for a time, to have the sacred delight of rediscovery, breaking some rules and looking like fools. Well, what could be greater than becoming a fool for love? That would do for us. That would do well. Let us be fools for love together. So shall we become study mates? We'll recognise each other, even in all of our varied garbs, bright or sombre, wild or gentle. We'll become the most enthusiastic students in a school of love, urging each other on to even greater feats of passion and devotion. How we shall outdo each other in grand gestures and our unwavering commitment. This oracle brings you a special message. You are rediscovering a part of yourself that has been lost or submerged underneath more practical concerns. Of course, if practicality is about survival, then learning to be your true self is most essential and practical. All other paths lead to death of the soul. You are asked to bear the chaos of this rediscovery. It may be that talents from this or other lifetimes are reawakened and cause you some discomfort at first, even though they will ultimately bring joy and greater fulfillment. The discomfort may be around how those talents are best expressed, about overcoming shame, guilt, doubt, or other judgments. It may even be about who you are, if you now admit your talent or other emerging personality traits. Perhaps what is being unearthed in you now is darker, your sacred rage, refusal to accept disrespect in your life, your inability to tolerate lies and deceptions. Well then, you are the lion and the deer. That is nature. There is to be both in the world. You are not becoming contradictory or hypocritical. You are becoming whole. The guidance this oracle brings you is that you shall prosper most now if you are willing to unbecome what you have believed yourself to be. It was never really true anyway, that view. It was partial at best, and just a view, an identity, not a genuine reality. Some of your previous sense of self shall likely come with this transition into the fuller experience of your being, and some of that previous identity shall be shed as far too limiting. It just won't feel true for you anymore, if it ever did. Any crisis or confusion this brings you shall be temporary fuel to ignite the divine fires within. They simmer into life, cooking you from within, bringing all of your flavours, spicy and sweet, bitter and sour, into perfect balance, so that your being, your presence, becomes an exquisite dish served up as a divine feast. You shall become nourishment for the world in perfect balance. Your being will hold all, okay, we're nearly there, we're nearly finished. Okay, let me get these last words out. So you can see where that balance card comes in now. Okay. You shall become nourishment for the world in perfect balance. Your being will hold all, for it holds all within it. It will deny nothing and become a tonic to feed every taste, every appetite, every hunger, and every deficiency. What an extraordinary sublime meal you shall be. How your presence shall nourish the world. And it all begins with shedding the either and the or recognizing instead the all. With such wild permission for unconditional love, you shall thrive in your beingness and feed the hungry world with a meal complete, satisfying, and exquisite. Okay, the sacred honouring ritual. Say aloud, Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, bear witness to my declaration now. I honour the spiritual maturity within me that bestows upon my consciousness this sacred task. I have accepted the fundamental goodness of my being and can now cast aside all notions held of myself and inquire into my wholeness. What nestles alongside this goodness? All, of course. I am unafraid, I honour my heart, and it is big enough to hold all my nature within its graceful light. I witness my darkness with compassion, and I become able to dance with all of my being, light and dark, in graceful acknowledgement of my divine wholeness. The gentle acceptance of all of me now brings me peace. This acceptance allows the divine to live fully through me as a vessel for the great mysterious plan unfolding upon the earth. With reverence, grace, and surrender, so be it. Sit quietly for a few moments and gaze at the image upon the card. Notice the colour, notice the colours, the interplay of light and dark that create the one beautiful image. This represents you. All light and all dark would have no art at all remaining, only extremes. It is in the interplay of light and dark that enables the living art in progress, your soul, to come most fully to life. When you are ready, simply say thank you. You have completed your ritual. Thank you. Okay, I've completed this reading. I'll catch up with you guys soon. So until then, take care. Much love. Up the top there it says 44. 4 people on. 4 thumbs ups. Ice cream man's outside. Can you hear him? Take care. Much love. Bye for now.